Okay, so about a month ago I was approached by GearBest.com who were inquiring whether I would like to do a review of some of their products. They didn't stipulate the product that they wanted me to review, they just left it open to me. So I chose the Jumper 4S Pro, which is a 10.6 inch Windows tablet. I chose this because I wanted to see what the cheapest decent large Windows tablet would be like, with decent specs. They stipulated no rules on what I could and couldn't say on the review, and neither have they paid me, so they've left it completely open to me. So I'd just like to start with doing an unboxing of it. We can get into it. I should say that you can get this from GearBest, and I'll put a link in the description. It varies on whether they have a sale or not, but it can be anywhere between, I think, $120 to $150 US, something like that. Anyway, check out the link below. So yeah, let's get through to the unboxing. Just zoom in a bit. So we've got a USB cable. It's USB A to USB micro, and that's used to charge it. That's what we've got in here. And then the only other thing that seems to be in here is a few books here. The user manual. So I'll just zoom in there. There's a bit of a user manual there, which, I don't know, some of it's in English. Yep, it seems to be English and Chinese. There's, looks like a quality assurance sticker of some kind. Useful reminder, asking to charge it and whatnot, I think. And then there's the tablet. So yeah, there doesn't seem to be a DC power supply. They're just relying on you using the USB-A type cable to charge it. So there's the tablet itself. So we just go around. There is a webcam there, which is 0.3 megapixel or 480p. On the side, so we can just zoom into that. Right, so we've got a 3.5mm headphone jack. There is a DC power supply port there as well, but as I said, none was included with the packaging. There's a USB-A 3.0 port, mini HDMI and micro USB, and which is also used to charge it by the cable they supplied. And then there is a micro SD card slot. So yeah, on the other side, on the bottom of it, as you can see, there's a connector, and what that is for is that you can get I guess it's a keyboard case for this, which connects magnetically to that port there on the bottom. I think that's about $22 US. And then on the other side we've got the volume and the power button, and that is pretty much it for ports. On the back there's a textured sort of like a textured backing there, which is quite nice, grippy to hold. And then you've got two speaker ports, one there and one on the other side. No camera on the back. So yeah, that's basically the tablet. So what I'll do now is I'll boot it up and we'll get into a bit of a review. Right, now let's get into the review of the tablet. The SoC it uses is the Intel Cherry Trail Z8350, which is a quad-core SoC. which is why I was interested in this tablet, because I didn't want to get something with the old Bay Trail. I wanted something decent. I wanted to see what is the cheapest large Windows tablet you can get with a decent SoC. So this is why I've chosen this one. I've noticed on GearBest website that I think they've got this listed at $137, including delivery, USD that is. It's pretty good. It also has 4 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of internal eMMC storage. There is a 10.6 inch screen, which is full HD 1080p. It is IPS, and as you can see by the viewing angles, it's quite good. There is also Bluetooth 4.0 and Wi-Fi 802.11 BGN. So yeah, it is quite a nifty machine. As I say, it is a larger tablet. It's 10.6 inch screen. Works quite well. The screen capacitive touch works quite well. I did test this for battery life. What I did is I went into YouTube, played a video at 720p at 50% brightness and 100% volume. And after about an hour, well actually after exactly an hour, 17% of the battery had been used up. So for playing video, you can expect about 6 hours on the battery, which is 6600 mAh battery. So yeah, just if we can maybe have a look at a bit of a video here. It's getting into YouTube.
You choose the road to adventure and inspiration. Now choose Allianz.
Now the volume is, I wouldn't say great, I'd say it's okay. It does have 2 speakers, and as you'd imagine with a lot of tablets, the sound is a bit tinny, and this one's probably no different. It's okay, but yeah, just a little bit tinny. What's happened there? Just make it full screen.
You may know my name, but you do not know.
So yeah, you can see it's quite good. Won't play too much of this, I won't get a copyright strike. So yeah, it's quite responsive, works quite well. You can connect up a keyboard or mouse to it. It works no problems whatsoever. It immediately picks up the keyboard and mouse. Or you can buy as I mentioned before, you can get a keyboard dock for this, and it connects magnetically, and it's quite cheap. Apparently it's about $23 US, including delivery. The tablet is quite snappy, works well, great screen, very decent specs, 4 gigs, 64 gigs of storage, decent SoC, seems to run quite well. Cherry Trail hasn't been out that many years. I think Apollo Bay is the next one that's come out, but that's really a lot more expensive. I think Intel really got out of the SoC business for tablets and smartphones. So Cherry Trail was pretty much the last of the affordable SoCs. So yeah, quite a decent tablet. Decent, you can play some pretty decent Windows games on here if you're that way inclined. It's not going to handle GTA 5 or anything like that, but something few more years older, it'll handle quite well. Quite a snappy little unit of a tablet. What else could I say about this? The keyboard that pops up, as you can see, if I could just go there, and the quick brown fox. As you can see, it's quite responsive, works quite well, so you can use the on-screen keyboard. So yeah, I mean, this is quite amazing for the price. To get a large Windows tablet with a decent chip, decent SoC and decent memory and storage, it works quite well. I mean, with the cameras, I guess trying to fault it. 0.3 megapixel, not the best sort of webcam, but it's sort of average, I guess, for these days. No rear camera, but then again, who wants to take photos with a tablet? In terms of build quality, quite good. The only issue I have is I noticed that one of the corners is starting to lift, and I've just pressed it back and it's sort of stuck back there, but yeah. But yeah, other than that, there's no other real sort of build qualities I've noticed. There's a couple of little bubbles between the screen and the back casing, like a little tiny bubble there, not on the actual screen but just on the bezel. But yeah, quite a decent unit. Alright, so as I said, if you're interested in the tablet and you want to check it out, it's on GearBest and the link is in the description. Thanks.